Have another interview that has got our attention as well, who's here with us in studio. I could walk across. Let me walk across, actually. We're trying to fix up the sound. I'm going to walk across to our next interview, and hopefully my cameras can catch me doing this. So I'm going to go across, then we'll take a break and hopefully get Tiller back on our screen. So joining me now in studio is a very interesting story. It's a young man from the Northwest Province who embarked on a 10,000-kilometer walk through all 9 provinces. This in a bid to encourage men to fight abuse against women and children. Thato is his name, and he spoke to us this morning telephonically, and he said he wants to encourage men to join him. And I think that that's happening on Saturday in Bloemfontein to walk for 100 kilometers in prayer. Obviously, Thato couldn't make it this morning as he's still on the road. He's just outside Bloemfontein, but his manager's in studio with us, and it's Mammy Mabe, and she's going to talk about Thato's journey. Good to have you. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you so much for having me, Liam.
It's an absolute pleasure. Okay, so how is it all going? I mean, this walk that Thato embarked on, this started in July, is that correct? Last year?
Yes,
okay.
It started.
Tell us about the journey so far.
The journey, as you have already alluded, it started with Thato doing 9 provinces. That was just after he has done a Cape Town to Mafikeng walk on the same mandate to say we are encouraging men to speak against social ills. The core is around gender-based violence, whereby we are saying we are mainly concerned about the state at which we see the escalation of women and children abuse. So after he has engaged on the walk, that's when we are encouraging men, and then he completed his Cape Town to Mafikeng successfully, after which he rested and engaged with communities. We started doing community outreach to engage communities, and says it should start with individuals to say it doesn't have to take somebody else out there to come into our society and teach us good morals, but it should begin with us and with good men saying we are standing against this. So Thato, after doing his Cape Town to Mafikeng and resting and engaging with communities, he did the 9 provinces to say, yes, I've done Cape Town, but now I'm supposed to, what I can do is round South Africa so that I can make my voice be heard, create a platform whereby we can have communities engage and talk about this thing and see how is it that we can best regroup and go back to say, have we lost our morals? Is this the reason why we're seeing such a huge escalation of social ills?
That's incredible that one man has taken on such a mammoth task, because it really is. I mean, it's a big journey that he's been on. Has he reached the 10,000-kilometer mark? How many Ks has he walked so far?
He has walked 4,200 kilometers, and our hashtag is saying 10,000. We are appealing to 10,000 men to say, as big as the population of South Africa is. I mean, we are close to how many? About 6 million in the country. Sure. So you can imagine 10,000 is only just
a drop in the ocean.
Yes,
absolutely.
Exactly. So,
and there are more than 10,000 good men out there.
Yes, you can only imagine. So that's exactly what we're saying. We are saying, let us refrain from, instead of always talking bad about men, go out there and preach the gospel that in spite of having immoralities, there are good men that are doing great deeds out there. And these are the type of men that we want to see in support of this movement, and encouraging others that are caught up in that kind of a situation to say, what is it that you're doing? If you're having a problem, if you're having a challenge, come out. As it is, Thato Molosankwe himself was abused as a child, but he did not say, because I experienced this,
I'm going to do the same.
Yes,
he changed the course of his future.
It is possible for you to come out of that situation and encourage others to do the same.
And the response, just very quickly, the response, has it been good? From the provinces he's been to, the men he's spoken to, have they all been on board?
Generally, the communities and the police station, because now we're celebrating National Police Day on the 27th. So we've been trying to engage with different police stations to say the police and the community must find a way in which they can interact with each other, uphold best community values and try to improve relations, because some of the people, it's difficult for them to come out because they feel that the police are not giving them the right kind of support. But as we have been engaging with communities, we have gotten to find out that no, police are there for people. So you can always go out and seek help and see how best that you can assist your communities.
Excellent. Well, in Bloemfontein, he will be there on Saturday, asking people to please come out and support him, particularly men. Let's wrap it up. Mammy Mabe, thank you for talking to us. Is there a website? Or is he on
Yes, there is a
website?
Thato Molosankwe Charity Foundation.
Okay.
And people can log in there and check our programs as to what is going to be happening on the day.
All right, brilliant. So get onto that and find out all the details that you can. Let's take a break. We'll try and cross back to Ottilia in our Pretoria studios after the state.